Good morning, I'm Rain Musngi and welcome to Follow the Money. Join us as we explore the tools and insights you need to jumpstart your financial journey. On today's episode of Follow the Money, we delve into exclusive financial services tailored for high net worth individuals. As wealth continues to concentrate, banks are increasingly innovating products designed to cater to the complex needs of this elite group. Joining us today, China Bank CFO Patrick Cheng, who will provide insight into China Bank's strategies for wealth management, legacy planning, and personalized financial solutions that offer more than just growth. Patrick, good morning, and thank you so much for joining us.
Good morning, Rain. Thank you for having me.
Just to start us off, is there a profile that makes for a high net worth individual at this point in time? And has this demographic changed over the years?
Well, the universal, not exactly universal, but the common definition of a high net worth individual would be, someone with around $1 million, 1 million US dollars in terms of investable funds. Now, the demographic has changed, and the number of people have also increased dramatically. I think we have around double-digit increases every year, 10, low teens in the Philippines in terms of high net worth individuals. And the demographic has gotten a bit younger. There are a lot of successful people, business owners, entrepreneurs. So that demographic has changed a bit.
Has their net worth grown over the years? And moving forward, what kind of products and services would China Bank offer specifically to high net worth clients?
Okay, yes, their wealth has continued to grow. Philippines continues to grow at close to 6% in GDP. That is impressive, especially if you look at in the Western countries, in the Western Hemisphere. Growth there has been probably 1%, 2%, at most 3%. So definitely, Philippines is in a better spot, at least for these high net worth individuals, and you can see the growth there. Now, in terms of products and services, I think there are many. There are the basic building blocks of products and services. There's always bonds. There's always bonds which are fixed income in general. There are stocks, and there are other things out there. Foreign exchange, real estate, etc. But I think what China Bank can bring to the table is that we are a full-service universal bank, and thus we will be able to bring to you all the different products, different services, different departments, that the bank has. Because when we talk of high net worth, we want to meet all their financial needs, So it's not just investing your money. There is the day-to-day wherein you have your savings account, your checking account, your credit cards, your payments. And then if you want to grow your business, we can also offer you loans, to be able to grow your business. And then, of course, as all of this come into play, we want you to be able to protect your money. And so protection would mean insurance and insurance type products. Thank you.
And talking about all these accounts and protection for their funds, we know that in the Philippines, there's only a certain amount of money that any one account can be protected for. So what does that mean for high net worth individuals? Does that mean they have multiple or maybe dozens of accounts with you? And how does China Bank help them with managing all these accounts?
Well, you wouldn't want to have, for example, or nobody, I think, would want to have 20 passbooks. It is correct. The Philippine Deposit Insurance Corporation, the PDIC, has a limit of half a million or 500,000 per customer. So there are things also, which are very, very quite safe. There are government securities, obviously, that's backed by the Philippine government. So that one is practically risk-free. You're relying on the government to pay you. And there are a number of securities which are very, very highly rated by credit rating agencies, like Bill ratings and such. So there are prime corporations where you can invest money in, and you know, you, I'm sure you would be able to sleep well at night.
Are there certain financial planning or advisory services that affluent clients look for or even demand?
Yes, more and more now look into, it used to be, okay, how do I grow and how do I build my money? That's obviously the first thing that comes. But for a lot of people, especially after this pandemic, um, things have changed dramatically. Everybody lost someone or knew someone who lost someone. So, wealth, estate planning, succession planning is now one of the key things that that are being offered right now. Because you want to be able to make sure that your assets are transferred properly. In a most tax and cost-effective manner, and according to the wishes that you want, not exactly to what the wishes of other people may be. If you want to distribute it properly, then it's really important that you have discussion about your wealth and estate planning.
Meaning they can talk to the bank directly about these things without even involving a lawyer. That's already planned out.
No, we would normally bring in a lawyer. We would bring in an estate planning expert to be able to sit down and discuss with you. There are people who are very, very competent, who have seen a lot of different situations, and everybody has some slight differences in terms of quirks and personal lives. So we normally would bring in a lawyer, but we would of course try to understand first, before we bring in the lawyer, to understand the nature and the complexity.
Understood. Now, of course, gains can't be guaranteed. Of course, also reductions cannot be guaranteed and may vary from client to client. But can you share with us what kind of preferred interest rates these high net worth individuals might be enjoying? What kind of waived fees or even taxes? What kind of help there? Are there collaborations with other banks or financial institutions that would be able to provide or track the best returns for their clients?
Well, best returns really are, it's you don't normally chase the highest return. The highest return right now might be something short term. But as we know, as many seasoned investors know, and your personal financial advisor or consultant can tell you, with inflation coming down, not just in the Philippines, but in the US, interest rates will eventually come down. So we would try to fix something for you where you can maintain a good interest rate for a longer period of time, because if you placed in something that was 6% today, for example, 1 month, in 3 months' time, in 6 months' time, that could go down to probably around 5%, depending on the rate, on the pace of how fast or how slow interest rates would come down. So your 6% today could be 5% in 6 months' time. So what we try to do is try to make a portfolio wherein you can probably enjoy the 6 or the 6.5% for a longer period of time. We have strategies by which we can uh, ladder your instruments. When you have a ladder, you have several steps. So we could do the same thing also.
Right, and I imagine communication is key. Like as soon as there's a new government or corporate security that's being offered, that these individuals would get the preferred call, and maybe when it's time to roll over the money as well.
Yes, of course, we would keep track of that with you. But I think what's nice here, at least for China Bank, and a number of banks can also may offer the same, is that we have different departments, we have different units. So we have a trust department, trust and asset management group. We have a China Bank Capital Group, which does a number of brings in a lot of capital market issues, and they can provide specialized advice regarding your business, if you were to raise funds. And we also have China Bank Securities, which is a stock brokerage, which obviously offers what's out there in the Philippine Stock Exchange. And we also offer research material, etc., where you can keep up to date, and we can also keep you up to date.
Well, lots more to discuss, but we have to take a quick break. Follow the Money is taking that break. Stay back in a moment. Stay with us. And we're still with China Bank Chief Financial Officer Patrick Cheng. Thank you so much for staying with us. What are the industry standards for wealth management? Is there a difference in the offerings here in the Philippines versus in other countries?
Well, obviously, in other countries where in key financial centers, New York, London, Hong Kong, Singapore, closer to home, they have a wider range of product offerings. Here in the Philippines, it's still quite a bit more biased towards Philippine securities and or Philippine domiciled securities. But there are also some banks, some institutions that offer foreign securities, subject also to certain local regulations. And I think here, some of the financial advisors, or a number of financial advisors, a number of bank personnel, they have certain certification. They have to pass certain licensure tests run by either the BSP or SEC, or for your insurance advisor or consultant, there would be from the Insurance Commission. There are similar things abroad. Probably it could be a little bit more stringent because abroad you would see financial advisors with a certain license number, etc., etc. So that's the difference. But I think here we continue to improve. The regulators work with the industry to be able to offer something broader so that the Philippines can remain competitive.
On the side, how much foreign funding or foreign funds are flowing into the country? Do you see that it's grown significantly over the years? Or what about the number of foreign clients among the high net worth accounts? Has it also increased over the years?
Foreign clients, really not so much. The industry here is really based on the people who live here. Obviously, Filipinos or Filipino residents. So not too many foreigners would have accounts here. It might be the other way because Filipinos who travel abroad, very sophisticated, and may have some specialized needs. So there are also a number of Filipinos who flock to Hong Kong and Singapore and may have accounts there, which would allow them different things. It's easier. Abroad they let you buy gold, they let you buy these commodities, and it's in a regulated manner. And there are also investor protection laws there. So not too much here on the foreign clients. It might be more of the other way.
Talk about investor protection. How private is private banking, and how does China Bank ensure privacy and security for its high net worth clients' financial information? I know we have the AMLAC here, but still.
Yes. Well, we have this data privacy rules, and it's a law. It's a law enshrined in the Philippines. There are regulations. So we have high data privacy standards for all our clients, no, not just wealth management clients or private banking clients. So it is a must that we protect the data and the information of all our clients. So the systems of the bank are also, we also have the necessary software protection to be able to guard against hacking, data privacy, invasion, etc.
And you did lead already to the role that technology plays in enhancing services provided. But what about, is there a difference with the high net worth clients? What kind of tools are available for them? And you also mentioned that there are some offerings abroad that we cannot seem to offer here in the Philippines. Do you want to talk more about the limitations of our banking system?
Well, okay. In terms of technology, technology really is an enabler. It allows you to access, and see your statements and the account opening, the things that you buy are really the safe stuff. Okay. For example, it would be UITFs or the pooled funds or maybe treasury bills. We don't want you to be trading stocks in the middle of the night. Okay. For many of these people, for us, and what we want our clients to have is peace of mind. We want you to have a good night's sleep. We don't want you to be trading in the middle of the night and trying to figure out what you want to buy and sell. We want you to have a good night's sleep. Now, in terms of some of the products that you were saying, abroad, they let you buy gold and all these other funds that have higher forms of leverage, which can have higher returns, but can also bring you more risk, and then that's it. No, I think people here, if they want to buy crypto, and it's not something that we advocate, but if you want to buy cryptocurrency or what, I think you have to go to some foreign platform, which people access, through the mobile phone. They open an account, they send money, and then they start trading. But I think these are things that right now the government cannot provide investor protection on these things. So if you were to go on it on your own and you lost money, you can't go back to the government and say, hey, someone took my money.
As CFO, you've probably seen it all when it comes to banking, and you've probably sat through a lot of succession planning and estate planning and all kinds of different services allowed for high net worth individuals. But if it were up to you, if you could share with us, has there been the most rewarding part of working with high net worth individuals? Patrick? Oh, sorry. Patrick, we seem to have lost your audio. We'll try again. Patrick, can you hear us?
I can.
There. Again, perhaps the most rewarding part of dealing with high net worth individuals.
Well, what you really want to do is you want to be their trusted financial advisor. That's really crucial. You need to gain their trust. And for a number of these people who may be business owners, entrepreneurs, it's not just working with them on their family matters. It's also working with them on their business. On how we can help them grow their business. China Bank is a businessman's bank. That's how we started over 100 years ago, and we have financed really a lot of businesses. So we would really like to help you, and the intersection of business and family, when they have issues and they call you first, I think that is really rewarding for us personally and also for the institution.
great trusts and great peace of mind, lots of possibilities for banking with high net worth individuals. Of course, tailored financial services, exclusive benefits designed to meet their unique needs and goals. Patrick Cheng of China Bank, thank you so much for joining us and sharing your invaluable insights today. We really appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.
And before we go, we leave you with this quote from American entrepreneur Jim Rohn. Wealth is not just about having money. It's about being able to afford the best in independence and security. And that's it for today's edition of Follow the Money. I'm Rain Musngi. Thank you so much for watching. Keep it here on BNC, the Billion Audio News channel, always on top.